producer on the HD version of this game, and producer on Breath of the Wild. And then some additional. So yeah, this Aonuma is like the Zelda guy, and he's very wonderful, and he's great. Basically, almost everything. I should. Okay, maybe I should say like almost everything because there's a lot of people who contribute to Zelda, but he's like the head guy that makes the Zelda franchise work so well. So yeah, he's very good at what he does.
Obviously.
Yes. I mean, it's his.
Da-da-da.
You know, it's like his game design that I like. Basically, if I were to ever be a game designer, I would want to emulate because man, he's so good. Like I feel like if anyone could like, if there's anyone who's like passionate about game design and like their games get compared to Aonuma's games, I feel like they should be very proud of that. Because these are so good.
Whack those weeds, Link.
Weed whacker Link. You wanna know what's weird about Breath of the Wild that I didn't realize until rather recently? Deku Bubbles are just not in it. At least as far as I could recall. Granted, I haven't beat the game, but like, I don't recall ever seeing any, and I don't think I've ever heard of anyone.
I'm not sure either.
I haven't heard of them being included. I've never seen any video clips of it, so like, as far as I know, they just aren't a thing, which is kind of surprising, because they're kind of like a very like standard enemy in this franchise. But I guess it's like something you could say about like a lot of standard
hydration.
Yeah. Okay. I'll go take care of it. Alright. Let's take care of this. Yeah, let me make an adjustment to something on my side monitor for a moment. Alright. That should be clear for me. Alright. Let's do this. It's a red ball of death.
Well, I guess I'm a little late to the party, but I guess I know whose mom's a hoe.
Wait.
It's Zan.
Oh.
You know, just looking at this boss fight, it's kind of making me think. Like, it's impressive how many enemy entities the GameCube and Wii was able to handle.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that kind of gets into what I was about to say about Breath of the Wild. Because like one common complaint. Oh my god, where the hell is he? Okay, there he is. One common complaint is like how few enemy types there really are in that game, which is a common issue of like open world games where they kind of lack a certain amount of variety. It's why like open world is almost like a cursed term to me because it usually suggests downgrades in many other areas. Um, which, as good as Breath of the Wild is,
Yeah,
it absolutely
it
happened
doesn't
in
have the
that game
same
too.
focus.
Yeah, yeah. That's not to say that Breath of the Wild is bad. I actually think Breath of the Wild is pretty good. But that trait is definitely present there as well. And yeah, I think it shows up in
Yeah, and that's all with
particularly
open world. It's like
enemy.
you got so much shit. If you focus too much,
Yes, yeah. So that's why I'm not like ranting and like that's why I'm not like raging about it or anything like that. It's more of like here's a simple fact about the situation.
yeah, turn your stream on.
Yeah.
Back up into this.
Here, before I grab the soul.
Got it. Pay the troll toll to get the postal.
There we go. Yeah. Well, soul as in like sun. But yeah. Yeah, Breath of the Wild lacks enemy variety because it's mostly like bokoblins, moblins, Lynels, Stalfos variants and stuff, Hinoxes, Lizalfos. And
massive hand looking motherfucker.
yeah, dude, this hand creeped the fuck out of me when I was a kid. Like, oh my god, like it was like it was so anxiety inducing just trying to like get away with this soul. Because man, it's fucking spooky, man. And it really is just relentless in its chase of you. Well, until you get outside. Then it stops. Oh no.
You know.
Okay. I didn't mean to throw it. Okay, I need to back fast. Okay. Oh yeah, this part fucks me up sometimes. No.
Oh. Oof.
Oof. Man, I can't believe I actually am surprised I dodged all those right there. Because if you get hit,
kind of perfect.
Yeah, no, because if you get hit, you drop it, and it's like, oh no, that's more time spent and stuff.
Speedrun strats don't fail me now.
I guess. Oof. Okay. We're in the clear. Oof. Remind me to go back in that room though, because I'm pretty sure there's a hidden piece of heart that I can't clear without the. I don't know if it's a dungeon item so much as it is a dungeon blessing. And that'll make sense when you see it. Oh well.
Kinda tall, boy. Now you're not so tall.
I mean, my head is still basically at his shoulder, and he has a long neck, so he's still a tall boy.
Just not tall.
Yeah. But yeah, we could purify these guys by walking up to them.
Long boy.
Small boy.
Very small.
Tall boy.
Hey, Twilly, stop being weird.
Thick boy. Okay. And then we take this over. But yeah. Hopefully for Breath of the Wild 2, they'll add back in a lot of enemies that like people really like. You know, things like the Deku Baba, and then maybe something like the Darknut. I think could be fit in very well because that those guys could act as like good like high tier enemies. You know, maybe not as like threatening as the. Well, maybe I don't know. Maybe they could be as threatening as the Lionel. But maybe like just a very different type of threat, like where maybe the Lionel just like is more of a challenge of like mobility, and like the Darkness more of a challenge of just like toughness, I guess. I don't know. Pose I feel could also fit very well because Pose have not been seen in quite a while now that I think about it.
What is a pose? Like, I saw what it is, but like...
That's actually an excellent question, and is debated in the like theorist community. It's some kind of ghost for sure. The closest thing to compare it to would be like some kind of vengeful spirit type thing. But like the details of that are a little bit vague. You know what? I might be able to one shot if I get the mortal draw on it. Hopefully, it's... of course it does. Let's see, is it going up here there or over there? Okay, over there. Ooh. Okay. Alright, that's fine. Yeah, I should have just led with the mortal draw. I think it would be dead right now if I did that.
Mortal draw OP. Don't nerf.
It is pretty good, though. To be fair, like it does require you to be like not with your shield up or targeting that. Like you have to leave yourself pretty exposed. But it's a very good. It does so much damage that it's well worth it because you could rely. It reliably like kills. How did it still hit me? It reliably kills anything that isn't like super tough. Yeah. And then if you can get it off on a boss, like with Stalwart, for example, you could just chew right through its health. But again, it requires that kind of setup, and a lot of enemies don't give you that room. Like, for example, I think it's really hard to do it against Lizalfos in this game, because they're actually like pretty aggressive, and they'll like throw a swing at you if they perceive you to not be defending yourself very well. Okay, so it's 3 exactly. Fine, I guess I'll do it as Wolfwood.